Well, we're off to the races for another dash. Got an ugly order to start, but it's a bit of a road trip and I'm going to take it. Put me in a good area for some more orders. So you ready? Let's go make some money. Well, we're heading for Jupiter this morning. Not the planet. We're heading for Jupiter Donuts. Some of the best donuts in the world. Out of this world donuts, I think they say. Anyway, somebody's really jonesing for these things because we're driving these donuts 12 miles down into Boca to deliver them. I've done this before, and it's an easy trip down 95. So we're just going to go ahead and get these things dropped off as soon as we get them picked up.
Morning.
Good morning.
What can I get for you?
You can get something for John.
Oh, you're picking up?
Yeah.
And you said it's Jonathan?
Jonathan, yeah.
John
Or John F, yeah.
Gosh, I have no clue.
Well, we've got a half a dozen assorted donuts in the car, and we're heading for Boca Raton. My goal is, it's kind of a cloudy day, and I've got a little bit of business I've got to take care of in Northeast Delray, Northwest Delray, Southwest Point, in that general area. But this is taking me down to Boca, and I'll probably be down in the south part of Delray, in the eastern area for a while, delivering something till I get one that's taking me north again. So this is a nice little drive. About a 17-minute drop off for $12. That's not too bad. I don't always judge an order by the number of miles. I mean, this is going to cost me a buck or $1.50 in gas, but I'm going to get it dropped off in like 20 minutes for $12. That's pretty good. Anyway, and I like to drive. So we're heading south on 95, 7 miles to our exit, and we'll see what we can get stirred up down here. So I'll see you at the drop off. Well, we got that one dropped off, and we are heading back to the zone. Says it'll find orders it's looking for orders heading back to the zone. We'll see about that. Anyway, kind of an unusual dash to get started with, but my wheels, my rules. Let's go ahead and get back to Delray, get something else in the car, and start working our way back north again. So I'm in the heart of Boca Raton, Florida. It's a kind of an upscale area for the most part. I mean, dashing down here is really nice, I think, out in the western part, because a lot of gated communities, which I consider to be safer for dashing, and there's usually some decent tips. Not that there's not decent tips everywhere else, but there's usually some decent tips out in West Boca at those in those neighborhoods. And I'm probably going to be heading out there maybe this weekend for a dash, and I'll record it. But I was heading down Camino Real, the road Camino Real, which is like the Royal Highway or the King's Highway. That's what it stands for. I guess that's what like early Spanish settlers would have named an important road, Camino Real. But it goes over the area of the Boca Raton Inlet, and many people think that Boca Raton, it was named that because the inlet looks like a rat's mouth, which it does a little bit. But something interesting that I found out is actually, and I don't speak Spanish, so forgive me if you do. I may butcher this a little bit. But the term Boca Raton comes from a Spanish term, Boca Ratones, that means mouse's mouth. And it was an old nautical term that meant like a rocky shoreline. So it was kind of a warning, I guess, of the rocky shoreline maybe in this area. And the name just kind of stuck. So if you're ever in Boca Raton, Florida, now you know the rest of the story, as Paul Herbie used to say. Okay, well, we're heading up Federal Highway now, and we're not too far from Delray. See if we pick up anything before we get there. Beautiful drive. It's really nice down here. Well, it turns out I was a little bit turned around. I guess I was still on Camino Real because I went over the bridge. Now I'm heading I'm just about ready to pop out on A1A here in Boca. I'll see if I can't give you some dash cam footage, but the inlet, Boca Raton Inlet's right in front of me. But anyway, we're still looking for some good orders, but I'm kind of enjoying this too. I used to have a friend, I mean, he's gone now, but he had a boat and he would take me out on his boat a lot. And he had it docked down here in Boca at a marina, and we would go out of the Boca Raton Inlet and do some fishing or, riding around on the water. And that was always a lot of fun. So it was kind of nice to revisit the area. And it's a nice drive up to Delray. And who knows? I mean, who knows what's going to come in. So anyway, we're down here heading north on A1A, taking part in the DoorDash roulette. You never know where the wheel's going to stop. We might get a good order. Then again, it's a pretty day and it's a nice drive. Got no complaints. And we're back in Delray again. On Federal Highway now, came across, and we are just entering into what DoorDash considers to be a hot zone. Did turn down one offer from Uber Eats for $5. That was supposed to take like 25 minutes. But yeah, I'm just looking for some DoorDash offers, heading up Linton. We'll see what comes in next. So we ended up hopping on the highway and coming up north to North Delray. Some days it clicks and some days it clunks. This one kind of clunked. Yeah, I was anticipating that I'd get some orders on my way back, and I could have stopped in Delray and hung out for a while, but I figured I'd head back home. I do need to go out and check on something in West Delray, and maybe I'll just head out that way and pick up some orders out there. So really, just kind of a driving day, but we're heading into the lunch hour. It's 11 a.m. now, and I'm just going to swing by the house, say hello to Sonny, and get back out there and see if we can't get it to click this time. Hey, little buddy. Yeah, I got the camera on. Don't lick the camera. So DoorDash is telling me that there's an estimated 1 to 3 minute wait. But yeah, been driving around for like 10 minutes. Just pulled into Chipotle. I did get one offer just now, but I'm not taking it. I went ahead and declined it and put it up over here so you can see. It's not all that different from what I took this morning, but I had to switch zones to Boynton Beach. So, I didn't want to head back down into Delray again. I've got some business to do up here at some point this afternoon. And it seems as if I've unlocked the bonus round to Uber Eats Bad Order Bingo. If I get another number, then I get one of those free stickers that says, keep trying, At least there's that. Anyway, just sitting here waiting this 1 to 3 minutes for a DoorDash order. I don't know when one's going to come in, but it would be nice to have one. Only delivered one so far today. What's this? Sometimes it clicks, sometimes it clucks. This is clucking right now like a chicken. All right, well, I'm just watching people walking in and out of Chipotle. I'm sitting right in front of Chipotle, so they ought to send me a good one here soon. I'll let you know when one comes in. Okay, so we got another offer. BurgerFi. Sitting at Chipotle, BurgerFi is on the other side of the highway, so I got to do a little finagling here. But we're going to get this one picked up. It's not the prettiest order, but you know it's mine, and it's better than the last one. Maybe if I take this one, DoorDash will reward me with a stacked hidden tip offer. Or they might send me trash. But either way, I'm taking this one, and you know, it's good. I can't complain. I'll probably get it, you know, done in 15 minutes. All right, waiting for the road to clear. Well, we got some BurgerFi in the car, and I'm just pulling out in the road here. Well, that was too easy. All right, I'm one U-turn and a left turn away from dropping this BurgerFi off. It was waiting for me. We'll see you there.
The second exit onto Hagen Ranch Road.
Take the second exit onto Hagen Ranch Road.
So it's interesting, at least to me, that Google keeps switching back and forth between a man and a woman's voice. And I'm on Hagen Ranch Road, which that's how we pronounce it, Hagen Ranch Road. And the female voice on Google says Hagen Ranch, but the male voice on Google says Hagen Ranch. So I don't know, but just kind of interesting.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Makes two of us. Well, we got our next order in. $4.50 for 4.1 miles. But we got 3 miles to get to the restaurant. It's picking up at a sports bar, Duffy's. And I had to head back to that area anyway to really get any decent orders. So that's what we're doing. It's funny, I dropped off at that place before. It's been years ago, though, since I've done it. Well, not years ago. I haven't been door dashing for years, but it's been a long time since I dropped off there. But I find myself more and more often mentioning, oh, I've dropped off there. I drop off in that neighborhood. Or if someone says, hey, did you ever eat at this restaurant? I'm like, no, but I've picked up food there for other people. So it's kind of interesting. Gives me a talking point. Okay, enough of that. Let's get this order picked up and dropped off.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sure.
Hello, how are you?
Well, we got the Duffys picked up and in the car, and I've got 1.2 miles to go. This is one of those that tells you it's for one of their top customers, you know, leaves better tips, better ratings. This seemed like a really bad order for what was it, $4.50 for 4 miles or something like that, $5. Anyway, it seemed low paying, but most of the time was me just getting back to the zone to pick it up. It's only a mile to drop it off, so you know, that's not too bad for a mile. That's a decent tip. Anyway, for me, it was a bad offer, and you know, it seems like DoorDash has me on the get rich slow plan with these. I'm just one no tip offer away from the trifecta of bad offers today, so probably shouldn't say that. Might be what comes in next. Okay, well, yeah, let's go ahead and get this dropped off. Looks like an easy drop off. It's an office drop off, and then we're going to be right there where I've got to check in on my other stuff. So we'll go ahead and do something while we're out there. Let's get going before this food gets cold. Yeah, so a $2.50 tip for dropping it off, you know, a mile away. It was like a 5-minute trip here. That's not too bad, you know. I really can't complain about that. Most of the mileage was just getting to the place. I don't know what their criteria is for for sending people to these places. Just seems like I don't know, either it's super crowded in the zone today, or there's just not orders coming in. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's see what comes in next. You're not going to believe this, but just got a sushi offer, $2 going 4.1 miles. Should have kept my mouth shut, but I declined it. Yeah, knocked me down to 82% acceptance rate, but I was not going to take that one. You know, there could have been like a $30 cash tip or something waiting. In my experience, sushi orders tend to pay more for tips. I was surprised that one came in. That's a long distance for no tipper. So anyway, we're still sitting. It's telling me 1 to 4 minutes estimated wait time. There's a bad Uber Eats offer. That's a shocker. It's a trip radar, but $5.04, 6.8 miles shopping for 2 items. Okay, let's see what comes in next. I'm gonna stop complaining. Things are bound to turn around for me pretty soon. And the lowball order saga continues. $5 for 4.2 miles. Far be it for me to complain, but come on, DoorDash, you gotta do better than this. I'm out here driving around. They sent me something decent. I took it. I own it, and I'm going to do a good job with it. Picking up some Taco Bell, and I don't know, heading east to Taco Bell, then heading west to the drop-off. I'm still hanging out in this area waiting for something to be delivered. And apparently the order is ready for pickup at Taco Bell. Got a bad order coming in from Uber Eats. Hey, if you have a high acceptance rate at Uber Eats and you get decent offers, please let me know in the comments, because I'm thinking maybe I need to just take some bad offers till I get up over it. It's a 30% will get me to the next level. I don't think that'll get me up to the top tier, but 30% will at least get me to the next level, and I'd like to see if I get some better offers out of it. Anymore, that all they send me, I'll get like maybe 1 out of 15 or 20 that's worth taking. The rest are all in the toilet. All right, we're heading out of here. Not only have I unlocked the power of invisibility, I've now achieved 5-star greatness in it. I can be ignored by anyone at any time in any restaurant. The order was sitting there on the shelf, and that's painful because it was 10 feet away and my arm's only, 3 feet long? 2.5 feet long? Maybe I ought to work on that as a superpower, that like stretchability sort of stuff. Aside from that, we got it in the car now. Got 1.5 miles to go till we turn. 2.3 miles total, 6 minutes. For I don't even remember what this one was. It was like so bad I just kind of shut it out of my mind. But I have to admit, this isn't the first time I've had a day with low-paying offers. And the thing is, sometimes it works out in your favor and sometimes it doesn't. But I went back through the numbers yesterday, and all in all, I make about $19, $20 an hour on average. Some days more, some days less. But that's about in where I want to be. I mean, according to the sign on the Taco Bell door, a manager is only going to make $16 an hour or a little more. So, you know, can't complain about that. Set my own hours and do my own thing out here delivering food. And plus, I don't have to smell Taco Bell all the time. I only have to smell it when it's sitting in the car beside me. Other times I can smell pizza and other good stuff. Sometimes bad stuff. But all in all, there's nothing to really complain about. It's been good. I'm being told by my phone that Delray Beach is busy right now, but we're in Boynton. And let's see if we can't get this food dropped off. I'm in like a ton of traffic right now. Okay, no sense going on. Yammering. I like that word. Let's get this food dropped off. Well, we got a McDonald's pickup, $5.25 for, I think it was 4.1 miles. Anyway, I'll put it up here so you can see it. I'm sitting outside McDonald's now. Let's go in here and get this picked up. Hello. So I got to McDonald's and I went in. They told me they weren't accepting any DoorDash offers because something was wrong with their system. They aren't receiving the offers. So I came out and I called customer support on DoorDash, and you know, you got to go through their system, which almost made me give up, because they said I could have unassigned from the offer and it had it not affect my completion rate. But I hung in there and ended up talking to someone, and not only did they thank me for calling DoorDash to you know, to let them know the issue, but I got paid for the offer too on top of it. So win-win. All right. Anyway, it was nice to talk to a person on the phone rather than go through chat or whatever. I like that better. So anyway, I'm sitting in a 1 to 2 minute estimated order area, and I don't know. Let's see how this goes. Well, the time has come for me to put this dash out of my misery and to see what the total is, because we've been doing a lot of bad little orders and had some problems and so on and so forth. So I'll put the screen up here in just a moment, but I have a dash time of almost 6 hours, which you know, I paused multiple times. I paused a lot. I wasn't dashing the whole time. That's the way I roll sometimes. So anywho, you know, this morning we made the $12 for the long run down to Boca. This afternoon we made $14.50 plus a $3.75 reimbursement for a grand total of $30.25 and an active dash time of 1.5 hours. So that's right in line with my $20 an hour that I like to make. Of course, I had some road time, you know, that's not counted in there because that's not active dash time, getting back to the house and so forth. But all in all, wasn't too bad, you know, running around, and it was a nice day. It's starting to rain now. But $30.25 in the bank, and we're heading home. Bob's your uncle. We'll see you next time. Take care.